just what a wake-up yesterday for people who still think that China, you know, this dispute we've got with it, all these trade bans it's hit us with, that it's our fault. I mean, you even had Labor leader Anthony Albanese there a couple of weeks ago telling the Prime Minister, just give China's president a call, apparently forgetting that China's dictator has banned calls from our government. Well, there's no excuse anymore for that kind of stupid talk. Not after yesterday, when China's dictatorship took off its mask and stated its price for ending its trade bans on some of our beef, our wine, our coal, our timber, our lobsters, our barley. The price is this. Australia, shut up. Shut up about freedom. That's the message from China's Foreign Ministry spokesman, Zhao Lijian. Real piece of work, this guy. He laid it right out at his media conference yesterday. And as I say, scales off the eyes, guys. Look straight. Zhao started his press conference by saying, well, the root cause of this problem in our relations, which in fact is just China punishing us with these bans, the root cause is that Australians tend to regard China's development as a threat. Well, not its development. We regard China's military as a threat, but leave that aside. Well, it's no wonder that we do see a threat there. In fact, as this bloke was speaking, we were getting reports that a professor at a Beijing university was boasting that China had used a giant microwave weapon to fry Indian soldiers along the disputed borders in the Himalayas. But let me list the specific examples that Zhao gave of Australia's wrongdoing, doing the wrong thing by China. And as I go through this list, you ask yourself, what else could Australia do as a democracy and still keep our pride? Complaint one from Zhao, we dare to complain to the Human Rights Council about China's actions in Xinjiang, where it's actually sent 1 million Muslims into re-education camps. Second sin, we meddled in Hong Kong, which means we actually protested at China stripping freedoms from the former British colony and arresting pro-democracy leaders. 3, we backed Taiwan, which is actually an independent democracy. But China pretends it's actually just a renegade Chinese territory that it may, any day, invade to take back. 4, we accused China of intervention and infiltration in Australia, which our intelligence agency says, yes, China is actually spying on us. It's hacking even government facilities and it's trying to buy or secretly influence our politicians. And we dared to protest about this. And, of course, another of our sins is that we banned China's Huawei company from building our new 5G network. And that was to stop China from inserting secret coding that could then be used to spy on our telecommunications or disrupt them at a critical moment. And finally, our sin was that we asked for an independent international inquiry into how this disastrous coronavirus actually started, almost certainly in China. China hates us thinking that. Now, that's the list. That's the full list that he put out, bang, 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 Australia's sins yesterday. And boil it all down. Our sin is that we stood up for freedom, we stood up for democracy, we stood up for human rights, and we defended our own security from a dictatorship. What in that list should any proud democracy not have protested about? What should it not have done? And I tell you, isn't it true that only a dictatorship would punish us for reacting? Yet even the last couple of weeks we've been hearing apologists attack their own country and cry that Australians are fools to resist the country that is our biggest trade partner with 1 in 5 of the world's consumers. You take Jeff Raby, who used to be our ambassador to China, now has a corporate advisory business in China, is a director in a Chinese mining company, probably knows which side of the bread his butter is. Last week he gave Australia a talking to. He said, stop lecturing this dictatorship so much on human rights. He says, where you have problems with managing China, you need to pick the issues, the ones that really matter. OK, Jeff, is freedom an issue that really matters, or should we shut up about that too? I mean, what proud democracy could do anything other than what we've done The thing about defending freedom from a dictatorship as big as China is this. You either help defend that freedom with your friends and allies overseas, or one day you'll end up defending it alone right here.